What's up? This is Northville High School.
You're watching State Champs Extra Point
on Fox Sports Detroit. Let's go!
Champs Extra Point, powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Diversified Members Credit Union, proud to support Michigan youth sports because we believe in you. We are kicking off Labor Day weekend here in Northville, where the Mustangs are renewing an old rivalry with Livonia Churchill. This is the high school football show in the state of Michigan, State Champs Extra Point, powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Technological University. We got a lot coming up.
Yeah, we do. We are all over the state giving you highlights from key games in the Metro Detroit area, Mid-Michigan, Lansing, and of course Grand Rapids. And we've got our Lawrence Tech Football High School Coach of the Week. He is one of the most winningest coaches in the entire state of Michigan, and he is still going strong.
Yes, he is. Tom Markowski will be along to give you an update in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. Alan True will have the Michigan Student Aid Recruit Report. And if you are a teen who is interested in maybe live television production, maybe behind the scenes or in front of the camera, well then you need to get your school involved in the MHSAA Student Broadcast Program. We're going to have highlights, maybe some produced by you, coming up.
All right, guys, let's get to it. It's time for kickoff.
We begin Downriver League. The Trenton Trojans at home to take on the Marauders from Gibraltar Carlson. Both teams coming in 1-0. Trenton took out the league defending champ Allen Park in the opener. Opening possession, the junior running back Evan Adams gets it outside, 12-yard score. Trojans up a quick 7-0. But Carlson, fresh off beating Woodhaven for the first time in nearly a decade, scored on their first 6 drives. Senior Steven Sanders powering through, emerging from the scrum, finding the end zone. Failed conversion, they trailed 7-6. All in all, Carlson trucked out 8 different ball carriers in the game. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Junior Brandon Stewart using the stiff arm, 8 carries, 136 yards, including this 76-yard scamper. Carlson led 14-7 after 1. Now, the current Mr. Football candidate, the Wisconsin commit Jalen Franklin, he completed 5 of 6 for 107 yards in the game, and this 4-yard rumble. Carlson moves to 2-0 for the first time since 2014. They win big, 42-14. To the KLAA we go. New Gold Division rivals. Livonia Churchill taking the short trip to take on Northville. Last time these two got together, 2012, Churchill put up 21 before the hot dogs finished cooking. So let's flash forward 5 years later. Junior quarterback Drew Also Brooks is a southpaw on the mound during the spring. Here showing off his wheels. 49-yard touchdown. Chargers led 21-0 after the opening quarter. Churchill beat Monroe 53-13 in week 1. Junior back and return specialist Avery Grenier with the rock. Chargers rolling up 28 at halftime. Now Northville were 30-point victors early second half. Senior Abe Corey with some good vision scores from 7 yards out. Mustangs down 28-7. But also Brooks, making just his 3rd career start, rushed 9 times for 103 yards. Up the middle, 8-yard score. Churchill as a team, 420 yards on the ground. Chargers beat the Mustangs 34-14 the final. Let's head to Ottawa County and home with some of the best ice cream around, Hudsonville, as Unity Christian brought in Gaylord from the Big North Conference. Unity Christian in blue put 52 on Allendale a week ago. This is early action. Counter to Josh Vanterbergen, untouched, up the gut, 35-yard touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion. Crusaders led 8-0. Now Unity, Division IV state semifinalists a year ago. 1 minute into the second quarter, Tice Vandergoot play action. He connects with TJ Vancovering. He'll walk in for a 33-yard score. Crusaders up 24. Now, despite the slow start, Gaylord would get it together with 7 ticks left in the half, capping an 11-play, 84-yard drive. QB James Miller just rocks and fires it deep. Charlie May gets under it in the end zone. Blue Devils down 18 at the break. But the Crusaders opened up the second half with a 40-yard touchdown and never looked back. Austin Shaban has blockers, nice move, sideline, and success. Hudsonville Unity Christian goes on to beat Gaylord 38-22.
I'm Sean Belegian, and it's time once again for the Lawrence Tech Football Coach of the Week. Our selection this week from Rockford High School, Ralph Munger.
Coach Munger spent 12 years at Frankenmuth High School before moving on to Rockford. Now entering his 26th season at Rockford, the reason he got into coaching to begin with goes a long way back, all the way to his playing days in Frankenmuth.
The impact that my high school coach had on me as a young man and then obviously as an athlete.
Now in his time at Rockford, Coach has used a different motto, a rallying cry, if you will, every single year. He explains this year's rallying cry, Believe to Achieve.
Believe is a very powerful term. It relates to not just football, athletics, but life in general.
I'm here on Rockford High School's campus to present Lawrence Tech's Coach of the Week to Coach Munger here from Rockford High after their win over Saline.
Thanks,
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. And on behalf of our coaching staff and players here at Rockford and our community and school, we thank you for this.
For more information on the Lawrence Tech football team, head on over to ltuathletics.com. I'm Sean Belegian for Extra Point.
I'd like to send one more thank you to Coach Munger. You are an institution in Rockford, and they appreciate you more than you know. If you would like to nominate your coach to be the Lawrence Tech Football High School Coach of the Week, visit our contact page at statechampsnetwork.com and send us an email. We've got a lot more coming up for you, including highlights from Mid-Michigan, next on Extra Point.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Churchill.
Welcome back to State Champs. Extra Point on Fox Sports Detroit. We're the Trenton Trojan Pit. Now let's get back to the highlights.
I'm Mike Erlaitis, and we start in the Detroit Public School League as Renaissance was at home to take on the Cowboys from Western. We start in the first with Renaissance threatening in the red zone. DeAndre Carter-Jones takes it in for the 4-yard score. Phoenix up 8-0 after the 2-point conversion.
Western looking to answer quickly. Derek Corbin Jr. scrambles and fires it to Christopher Lundry, who brings it down for the 20-yard touchdown. They also convert the 2, and it was 8-8 as we head into halftime. Renaissance would prevail in this one. Raekwon Beal tosses it to Chris Robinson, who makes the impressive grab and takes it in for a touchdown. As Renaissance goes on to win 22-14 the final. We head to a matchup in the Oakland Activities Association. Berkley Bears hosting the Maples of Birmingham Seaholm. Maples wasting no time in this one. QB Joel Mitchell with a quick out to Maxwell Schumacher as he takes it in 25 yards for the score, 14-0 Maples after 1. More from the Seaholm offense. Scott Simon takes the handoff in for 6 more as the Maples take a commanding 35-0 lead at the half. Seaholm continuing to roll, this time going for it on the 4th down, and it pays off. Mitchell connects up the middle to Ben Barton as Birmingham Seaholm wins in dominating fashion 49-6 over Berkley. Now let's go to Ryan Slocum in the mid-Michigan area.
Thanks, Mike. Carmen Ainsworth and Saginaw Arthur Hill both looking for their first wins of the season. Opening kickoff taken by Chris Coleman, and the freshman is toying with them like Happy Meal. C squared hits the outside and is gone. Just like that, the Cavs are up 7-0. Next possession, second play, Dustin Fletcher hits Jacoby Blunt over the middle. He takes it 35 yards to make it a 14-0 game. Third possession, it's Fletcher going back over the middle. Dwayne Gurley brings it in for a 21-yard touch, and CA rolls 49-0. Big rivalry game in the GAC. Beecher and Hamady also looking for win number 1, and the Hawks strike first. Deontay McCoy dropping dimes like Kevin Love. He hits Trevante Davis in stride. It's a 62-yard touch for a 7-0 lead. Hamady also getting it done on D. Terrell Weston with the interception, and he's got views for the 6. Hamady beats Beecher for the first time in history, 32-7. For Extra Point, I'm Ryan Slocum.
Welcome back inside the State Champ Sports Network studio as we take another look at our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. To always help us do that, Tom Markowski. Now, Tom, we had a kind of a good start for a lot of our candidates. The majority of them won their first week games. Let's talk about 2 guys today. Let's talk about the first ever downriver candidate for Mr. Football, Jalen Franklin.
Yeah, out of Gibraltar, Carlson had a great game last week, and I've heard so many good things about him. You know, versatility, this and that. Had a great game passing, had 6 tackles on defense. He's the whole package for Carlson.
Let's move over to the quarterback side, and he had a heck of a week 1 talking about Josh Sarnetta.
You know, Josh had a great game. Set 3 school records, tied a 4th. That was his own record, 5 touchdown passes in the game, 479 yards in total offense. Hey, Fenton's on the move.
So if you're just hearing about the Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race, here's what you need to do and how you can weigh in. You go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, click on the banner on the homepage. It's going to take you to the voting page. We've got 10 candidates there that you can vote for. The leading vote-getter can never be removed from the race, no matter how we feel he's performing. I have a feeling, though, that maybe as soon as next week we might have some new entries into the race, so stay tuned.
Maybe you know somebody that should be considered in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. If you do, we'd love to check them out. Go to our contact page at statechampsnetwork.com and send us an email. Make sure you convince us why you think he should be considered one of the top players in the state. We've got a lot more highlights coming up from Lansing and Grand Rapids, plus our recruit report. Stay with us.
So many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
At Diversified Members Credit Union, we serve the entire state of Michigan with over 30,000 fee-free ATMs. We're with you wherever you go, to buy that new car, to take that dream vacation, to build that living room you've always wanted. Find out why so many people are choosing to own their own money by switching to a credit union. Apply today and become a member of the official credit union of the Detroit Lions. Visit us or click on dmcu.com.
Hey, it's my student aid. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Wanna gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship and trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
This is Alan True from Scout with this week's State Champs Recruit Report powered by Michigan Student Aid. We had a commitment into the state this week as Walled Lake Western cornerback Randall Harris, a 6-foot, 185-pound senior, committed to the Central Michigan Chippewas. We thought Harris had an outstanding performance during the Detroit Prep Kickoff Classic when he had a tough matchup against West Bloomfield's two outstanding Division I receivers. Harris is a guy with excellent size who the Chippewas jumped on and quickly got a commitment from. Staying at Walled Lake Western, their outstanding 2019 quarterback, Sam Johnson, will be attending one of the biggest college football games of the early season when he heads down to Bloomington on Thursday night to see the Big Ten opener between the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Johnson already holds an offer from Indiana. At Muskegon, junior linebacker Alavante Wallace picked up his first two offers this week when Central Michigan and Toledo both offered in the same day. Wallace is a 6'2", 210-pound linebacker with the athleticism to play in coverage, and that's why we expect him to see more schools come his way. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, powered by Michigan Student Aid, I'm Alan True.
Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MIStudentAid for more information.
I'm Jay Sarkar. Let's get back to the highlights. East Lansing hosting Divine Child and Michigan State-bound quarterback Theo Day. EL leading 3-0 when Day sees the light of day, charges into the end zone, gives Divine Child a 7-3 lead with 8:50 to play in the first half. But there's a reason the Trojans dress like Penn State. They both love home run plays. Chase Carmella to Michael Thornton, rumbling towards the end zone, but dragged down just short. But Carmella would finish the job. Play action pass that has Jamar Mills coming off the screen and into your living room. Trojans take a 10-7 lead, but Divine Child wins 20-17. Let's head over to Lansing Sexton. Dan Bogan and the Big Reds hosting the Portland Raiders. 6-0 Sexton at the half, and then in the late third quarter, Portland quarterback Austin Allison with the handoff to Timothy Thompson, even fooling our camera. Look at Thompson go. Defenders trying to drag him down, but he will not be stopped. Takes the ball all the way to the house, 70-yard TD run. Raiders up 14-12. Now Sexton on the comeback. Jackson Barnes escaping the pocket, looking to pass. He finds Neil Prince, huge first down to keep this drive alive. And then just 32 seconds left on the clock in this game. Sexton down 2. Barnes puts the ball in the hands of Jock Warren, who plows his way into the end zone for a Big Reds touchdown. Sexton wins by the skin of its teeth, beating Portland 20-14. Let's go back to the west side and Ashley St. Louis.
Thanks, Jay. And Kent City beat Ravenna at the Gridiron Classic last week, hosting Comstock, which knocked off Vesterberg last week. But the Eagles got started quickly on the opening kickoff. Enrique Cruz gets it, and he finds a crease and then outruns everyone for the TD. Then Cruz strikes on defense with this great diving interception, and that would lead to Giovanni Weeks looking like he would be stopped for a loss. And he breaks free of everyone and gets the score. Eagles win big, 49-20. And next up, Lakewood hosted 1-0 Belding at Unity Field. Second quarter, quarterback Trent Collins runs for a 2-yard touchdown, Belding leading 14-8. Later, Jason Smith throws it to wide receiver Josh Campu at the end zone, and they get a 2-point conversion. Lakewood's up 16-14. Second half, Jason Smith making it look easy for another touchdown to make Lakewood up 30-14, and Lakewood gets the win 44-43.
Lauren back here, and let's go to the student broadcast program highlights from MHSAA.tv, and we start at the top of the Lower Peninsula as Rogers City took on Indian River Inland Lakes. Start late in the first half. Rogers City quarterback Caleb Beatty sneaks in from the one. Hurons led 6-0 into halftime. Final play of the third quarter, and it's Beatty once again, his second touchdown of the game. Rogers City goes on to beat Inland Lakes 14-7 the final. We move west. Traverse City West looking to go 2-0 on the season, taking on Grand Haven. We pick things up in the second quarter. Grand Haven down 24-0. Senior quarterback Adam Nelson throws it up, and Colin Takis comes down with it. 29-yard TD. Buccaneers down 24-7 at the break. But too much TC West. First play in the second half, the senior Eric Labonte gets the handoff. Gone. 65-yard score. Traverse City West goes to 2-0, 41-14 your final score. Let's cross the Mackinac Bridge to the UP for a non-conference matchup as Negaunee took on Calumet. Pick it up second half. Negaunee up 14-12. Jason Waterman pitches it back to Peyton Anderson. He scores from a yard out. Miners up 21-12 into the fourth. But Calumet would score the final 2 touchdowns of the game, including here with 19 seconds left. Brett Lucas scores from 6-yard out. Calumet beats Negaunee 28-21. Now to the west side of the state as Wyoming went on the road to Comstock Park. Wyoming struck on its opening possession. The junior Rush Bash would break loose. He goes all the way in. This is going to be an 85-yard score. Wolves up a quick 8-0. But this one belonged to Comstock Park. JoJo Whiteley in for a 32-yard touchdown, and they went on to win 36-14.
We hope you're enjoying Extra Point as much as we enjoy putting it together for you. For you football fans that didn't know already, listen every Friday night to State Champs Scoreboard. It's 90 minutes of scores, recruiting talk, reactions, and a lot more. Scoreboard airs every Friday night from 10:30 to midnight on 97.1 The Ticket here in Southeast Michigan and a variety of stations all around the state. But of course, you can always get it live on Facebook. We've got some more highlights coming up from you, so don't go anywhere.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
It's another fall Friday night, and your kids should be
playing high school football.
It's a fun game, and it's safer than ever.
It's safe because the rules, the coaching, and the equipment are better than ever before.
As a result, serious injuries are at an all-time low. Seriously.
And builds strong schools, lifetime memories, and tomorrow's community leaders. And it's mother approved.
It's a great game, and we want to teach it to your kids.
Hi, we're the Gibraltar Carlson cheer team, and it's time to wrap up the highlights here on Extra Point.
Sean Belegian back here, and we start with a West versus East showdown as East Kentwood made the 2-hour trip to take on the Eaglets from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We pick things up late in the first quarter, and it's the sophomore Joshua Ledesma just crossing the plane for the 2-yard touchdown. The Falcons go up 6-0 as we head into halftime. More from East Kentwood in the third. Junior quarterback Kyle Dent with the quick pass to Jimmy Kilgore, 3-yard touchdown. Falcons go into the final quarter up 14. and they would add some more insurance in the fourth as the junior Keontae Blakely breaks free and goes in for the 65-yard touchdown. East Kentwood goes on to win 21-0. That's your final. For the Eaglets, it's the first time since 2009 that they start the season 0-2. Finally, to the Macomb Area Conference, a big matchup right off the bat as Utica Eisenhower was at home to take on the Dakota Cougars. And we begin on Dakota's opening possession. Junior quarterback Mark Toko scrambles and dumps it off to Ronnie Walker, and the senior does the rest as he goes in for the 33-yard touchdown. The game would be tied at 7 after the first. After Dakota made it 10-7, Eisenhower would respond on its drive with Caleb Oyster getting the pitch, works his way in for the 18-yard touchdown that puts the Eagles up 14-10. Ike would capitalize off a Dakota turnover late in the second. Mr. Football candidate Max Whitwer finds a wide-open Jack Morris for the 21-yard touchdown, and Eisenhower goes up 21-10 as we head into halftime. It was all Eagles the rest of the way. Whitwer hooks up with Oyster, and he goes all the way in for the 55-yard score. Utica Eisenhower goes up 2-0 on the season, beating Dakota 42-16. I'm Sean Belegian for Extra Point.
That's it for this week, but no, that State Champs Sports Network owns the weekend when it comes to high school sports, and a big part of it is State Champs, the original high school sports show, which airs every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. This is the show where the other sports get some love. Volleyball, cross country, even water polo's getting some attention this week.
One area where we have to keep growing our audience is social media. So if you don't already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at StateChampsNet. We promise if you keep growing our community, we will be there to help yours.
That's right. You know, Michigan played a massive role in the growth of the labor movement. So this 3-day weekend celebration is for you, the workers out there. I'm talking about the men and women who shower after work. You know, you played a big part in growing this state, and you have made this state the best in our union. So happy Labor Day, and we'll see you next week. State Champs Extra Point, powered by the MHSAA and presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Diversified Members Credit Union, proud to support Michigan youth sports because we believe in you.